is a bamboo. One is fallen. There is not a breath of air this morning. Quiet. If one studies yoga very deeply, studies the scriptures, what the founders had to say, the purpose of yoga, then one will be quite shocked. Shocked because what the original people, the scriptures meant yoga, has completely lost. And one will see that the modern yoga is just the interpretations of so-called great yogis who, being cunning and clever, erudite, interpreted yoga according to them. So all the yoga that has been done now has nothing to do with the real yoga. Let's be honest with it. It's just the interpretation of the modern gurus, modern yoga teachers, right? So anyone who is really deeply interested, want to find out what yoga is, has to study the scriptures. And you see, I have heard so many times people say that because we have moved so far, right? So we have to change as the time changes. That is absolutely truth in the outside world, technologically, but inwardly, is there evolution at all? I think nobody questions this. Nobody wants to question this, and that is one of the tragedies of human mind, that they are ready to revolt against any established society, government, outwardly, but they don't want to question this inward authority. Why should somebody come along and says, do this, do that, and just simply follow? It's the same thing. It's authority. Is there any inward evolution? Or, of course, our brain has evolved. All the technological advancement is the result of the brain, right? It has gotten bigger, better, through constant comparing, judging, evaluating. That is understood, that is needed. But our mind hasn't evolved. It is what it was 10,000 or million years ago. We are still violent, brutal. Human beings are still killing each other in the name of dogma, creed, in the name of power. The bigger people bullying the smaller people, less powerful people. This is happening throughout the world. It's not my projection. It's only that because the technology has helped to kill more people now, to kill with more advanced way. In the past, people used to fight with a stone. Now there is atom bombs and all kinds of things they kill with that. So I have met and seen a great deal of people, many people who have practicing yoga, And my observation, I could be wrong, I'm not saying I'm right, that is game of the ego, and I'm not interested in that. But my observation is that they have strengthened their ego so much that if you say something against this is not right, they get really cranky. You see that they are right and others are wrong. They have already concluded. You see how silly it is, how absurd it is that they have already concluded that this is right. I have been practicing. I am great. I'm great yoga masters. But that very thing is against yoga, because yoga is inquiry. It is not a conclusion. You can't come to conclusion to yoga in yoga, because yoga is a moving thing. It is a truth. It's not like a fixed thing you can just say, oh, I have arrived and I have done and this is it. Right? So yoga supposed to make one sensitive, and that very sensitivity decides what is right, what is wrong. A true yogi, it is the intelligence of the body that decides. Right? It's not but unfortunately people who are practicing yoga, they are the final authority now. But one may question, why aren't people who are practicing yoga all these times sensitive? Why? Well, the answer is very simple. It's because their practice has become mechanical. Instead of making one sensitive, it has made them dull, stupid, egotistic. In the 12 sutras of yoga, it says that yoga, there is abhyasa and vairagya. There is a constant practice and desirelessness, non-attachment. But people are attached. That's what it means. There must be practice, but the practice mustn't be mechanical. There must be non-attached vairagya, desirelessness. There should be no desire to achieve anything. There should be no desire to continue on. But what has happened? These people, I have met people that they have practiced yoga for such a long time that if they miss one day, they feel something, they have missed something, if you know what I mean. They must practice, they must do it. That must is against yoga. There is no such thing as must. There is no such thing as effort in yoga. Although they talk about you must make effort and all that. But if you like something, if one likes something, there is no effort. Where is effort? And there is no such thing as you have to practice all these complicated postures. That's effort. Where there is effort, there is distortion. One may like in a simple postures. But people easily, because the competitive because the competitiveness, they have to achieve something. What is there to achieve in yoga? Absolutely nothing. Yoga is to make one sensitive bodily, so that when that bodily sensitivity comes by, our mind becomes very acute, very sharp, alive, and one can think clearly. And in that, when one thinks clearly, there is no deception. Nobody can deceive. But you see, those who say they know wouldn't want people to know all these things. Otherwise, if everybody were awake, alive, sharp, intelligent, then their business would go down. Therefore, those who claim to know these things want others to remain asleep, so that their business will go on forever. They're addicted to the power. They want the power. It's just power. It's just like any other power, political power. This inward authority, inward power. I know, and you come and do this. I know. I'll tell you everything. Come and follow me, and you'll be enlightened. Well, nobody can make us enlightened. Nobody. That's the end of the story. If somebody could enlighten people, then the whole world would be enlightened. How many yoga masters, gurus, excuse me, are there in the world now? The whole world would be enlightened. There would be no war, no problem. Everything would be smooth. Enlightenment is self-discovery. That's all.